Welcome here to TalkFCB and welcome back to the channel here late into the night, guys, because this was a huge day. This was an absolutely pivotal day, not only in the future of our club, but of course very much in the present day too. We have been stuck for what seems like an age in a financial crisis, in a mess that the previous board, and especially Bartomeu, left behind during his time as president. But now, can we move on? Can we move finally past that time? Because today, on this very important and very special day, Barça socios have officially confirmed the club's economic plans. The levers can be activated, which will see a cash injection of around 700 million euros. That could even reach 800. And this is a significant moment in moving forward, in rebuilding at this club. And in today's video, we are discussing what these deals mean, what exactly have we sold, and what does the future hold. It is all coming up, because this is big. So let's get to it. Because heading into the vote today, guys, we were all very much aware that the two very key economic levers that Joan Laporta and his board have been working on now for so much time, they were of course BLM, Barça merchandising and licensing, and also their Barca's TV rights in terms of our La Liga TV rights. And as you can see right here, when it came down to the vote, after a number of questions went the way of the Barça board, and indeed they were answered in a lot of detail, overwhelmingly in favour of activating these levers, with 568 socios in favour of the sale there of a minority stake in BLM, and also there 494 in favour of the sale of our TV rights. And of course what I want to say first of all is that in an ideal world, there's no getting away from this, guys. These are not steps that we would have taken as a club, and certainly as fans here, these are not steps that we would have celebrated in an ideal world. But as I've said many times over the past few months, and indeed years, sadly, we are not in that ideal world. Due to the decisions and indeed the treatment that the previous board inflicted upon this club, the financial ruin that they thrust us into, we have been in a real mess, and there's no getting away from that. And the only thing that we could do was act, put in place drastic measures to overturn that situation, to enable us to be competitive again, to compete against the kind of clubs that we have to compete against. It was a necessary step. There is no getting away from that. This is something that we may not want to do, but we had to do it. And today, we've made that step forward. We have to ensure now that we never fall back into that mess again, that those previous mistakes are not repeated. But this is the beginning now of a new journey, operating as a normal club again, and we may just be about to welcome back the superpower in world football that is FC Barcelona. Because in terms, guys, of that minority stake in BLM that is going to be sold, a lot of people are saying, well, what is BLM? What is Barça licensing and merchandising? What have we sold here? And they're basically the company there within the club who are in charge of marketing Barça products there and, of course, selling them. You can see here in a number of different ways that Barça have 2,000 different products on sale right now, with plenty of revenue being brought in. But as you can see right here, 75% of all BLM revenue, it's only focused on the local market, which leaves an absolutely huge amount of room for growth outside of that local area in Barcelona. And you can see the kind of growth that Barça are estimating here by bringing on board an intelligent partner. Because that's what's interesting here about this minority stake sale in BLM, is that it's not only about generating here immediate cash, but what was explained today by the Barça board is that actually it's about growing the club. It's about growing here this potential revenue stream extreme because there's so many countries there and there's so many areas of the world where Barça could be doing more. And I actually know this from experience because so many of you guys come from all around the world, and I often get asked, why isn't this available in my country? Why can't I get this shipped here? And it's clearly been evident that Barça, they've got huge possibilities that haven't really been taken advantage of. So by getting somebody on board here, Barça are considering several proposals, 4 different offers for BLM, for somebody to come in, a company there, to help elevate this club, not only financially, but also with growth in mind too. Now, Barça have said that the sale of BLM, they believe, will generate between 200 to 300 million euros, and in today's General Assembly, Joan Laporta did actually say that he personally expects it to be much closer to 300, which would be a big amount of money there to generate indeed. And crucially, I've got to point out here that Barça will always maintain that majority stake. They are never going to sell more than 49.9%. That is crucial here so that they stay very much in control of BLM. Laporta also confirmed that the partner who does indeed buy that 49.9% stake, they will not be permitted to just sell on that stake to another company to sort of move it around without the permission of the club. And there will, very crucially here, be an option to repurchase the stake that we've sold in the future. And Barca say that they do have the intent there in the future, of course, when we have recovered financially as a club, to actually buy that stake back in the future. So that is something there to definitely bear in mind. But indeed, when it comes to the TV rights, this right here, I felt as though this was the big one, because obviously BLM, it's important, there's a lot of money there at stake, it's something the club had to do, but this was the one really that needed that approval from the Socis. It was a sale there that is due to take place before the end of this month. So this is something here that's actually going to come into effect immediately, pretty much, because the sale here of these TV rights will ensure that the club end this financial year in the positive. And that is absolutely, I cannot stress how important that is, because that will then free the club from these La Liga restrictions, the financial fair play restrictions that have been in place because of Barca's losses over the past 2 seasons. So by getting this deal done over the line, ending the year in the positive, then we remove that 1 for 3 rule that's been plaguing us now for so long. Laporta did indeed confirm that in terms of the sale there of the TV rights, they will only sell a maximum stake of 25% in total. He actually confirmed, Laporta, that the club had rejected an offer for 100% of the rights for 1 billion, with a real emphasis there on not making the decision here about the biggest offer, but what was right for the club. Because he says there that for every 10% they sell of the TV rights, Barca there are expecting to gain around 200 million euros. And Laporta also said that it will only be for an absolute maximum of 25 years. Now remember, La Liga's CVC deal, that was actually for less money and for even longer. 50 years that would have been there had Laporta signed that CVC deal. And once again, it was confirmed that Barca will hold the option to buy back the percentage of TV rights that we're selling in the future. And that, again, is the aim. And I think at the end of the day, guys, when it comes down to it here, when you look at these 2 deals, selling off BLM, selling off some of the TV rights, like I said before, it's not something that we would have ideally done, but the amount of money this will generate for us this summer, in what is such an important summer for the club, in terms of wanting to be competitive, in terms of needing to strengthen this squad, it's a massive day financially for this club. It is so key that these moves were indeed approved. And of course, right now, that doesn't mean that because we've got this money coming in, we can spend like crazy. We shouldn't do that. We can't do that, and we won't do that, because what we still have to do here is move intelligently in the transfer market, and we have to learn from our past mistakes. We've got to continue on the path of being disciplined, very focused on the job in hand, but what we do have now is our club back. And that is the most important thing for me here. It's not about the huge money. It's not about the fact that we can now make signing after signing. What it's about for me is getting La Liga off our back and saying, you know what? We're in control again. We are sick and tired of being dictated to by Javier Tebas, being told what we can and can't do with our own money. That's done now. We are in charge. We call the shots, and we will shape our own destiny going forward. That is the most important thing, and led, of course, by this board here, who have put in a tremendous amount of work. You have to give credit to Joan Laporta, and to all of the board members, indeed, who have been structuring this deal, working on the negotiations, working out all the intricacies of it. It's been huge, and it certainly has not gone unnoticed, that work from us fans. Because I do just have to say that on the live stream there, on the YouTube video that we've all been watching well throughout the evening, I have to say it's staggering. The amount of donations that went the way of Barça. So many fans there, myself included, little one that I did give, but you guys, absolutely incredible there. I have never seen anything like that at all, and just look at the love, look at the dedication that we as fans have for this club. What other club could you imagine? Fans there just sitting by, donating their own money, helping the cause, trying to do everything that they can. And thank you indeed for all of you who actually did donate and shouted out TalkFCB in their message. That was really nice to see, and I appreciate that. And I would just like to say as well, it's not only live streams, just to sort of shout out Barça here, but there's also a brand new option on YouTube now that even in normal standard videos, you can actually give thanks. There is an option there to donate. I'm not suggesting anything. I'm not saying, spend all your pocket money on Barça. But look, at the end of the day, we are all very, very happy today. And I really am satisfied with the results that we've seen. To see all of you guys, the energy in the live chat, the appreciation towards the club, the love of this club. And that's what it's all about. We want to see Barça competitive again on the football field. I think what we all want to do as well is actually focus again on the football. I hope now that what actually this does is sort of put behind us all the financial stuff. From here on in, I want to be focusing on the football, on the preparation, on Chaffee's plans, all of that good stuff, and that is what I hope is to come throughout this summer, guys, on the channel. It's going to be really good. I'm really excited, and this is a huge moment for all of us to come together now and celebrate. So please, guys, do leave your thoughts in the comments down below on what has been a very long night, a long evening, waiting for all of that to happen. But at the end of the day, we've got the result that we wanted, and we've got the results that we needed in the end. Please do let me know your thoughts on the deals that we've done, and going forward, what you're expecting now from the club. Thank you indeed for all of your support. I'm sure Barça would thank you as well for all of those donations and the support on the live stream. Amazing to see. And I will see you soon, all of you, with lots more to come. These are exciting times ahead. And from here, we move on together. But until next time, as always, Visca El Barça.